basket, lotion and puts it in the basket, basket, lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin, lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion and puts it in the basket, basket, lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin, on the skin. The basket, basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. The lotion, lotion, the basket, basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. Basket, lotion, lotion, the basket, basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin.
Yay! Guess what? Karen's here.
I'm here.
Woo! I have had everybody this week. So we've had Greg, we've had Habib, we've had Karen.
Tracy, when do you get a day off?
I don't know.
We had George.
Well, he's not on camera with me. So,
Sure, but
Yeah.
still, he's here.
thank you.
Sometimes we can just reverse everybody's roles. Tracy, you go back and do Ramon's job and see how that goes. He can mix the glitters, and we'll just all just do a swip. A
Well,
swip.
I'm working the camera and no one's seeing anything.
If
So,
I'm working the glitter, I'm gonna make a mess.
yeah. Well, I make a mess anyway.
It's
But
okay.
But I make a big
It's a
mess
glittery mess, so that's good.
on purpose.
anyway, good morning, all. It's
Good morning, everybody.
Thursday that feels like Monday. Woo.
I don't know what day it feels like. All day yesterday, I kept thinking I thought yesterday was Thursday, and I feel like I should be a day ahead because we had the day off. I don't know.
I'm all messed up. I was like trying to think of the date, and I don't know. Plus, I forgot to order myself coffee, so I'm trying to wait for that to show up. And I'm having the morning. I'm having the
Something
morning.
bad is going to happen.
Something bad is happening.
That coffee.
Got the call from Habib this morning. Serious talk. Like, ooh, it's just starting the day. Just starting the day, y'all.
It can only get better, right?
I hope
That's
so.
how we got to look at it.
I
It can only
hope
get better.
so. But I hope all of you are doing well. So, Karen, you're at the salon today. You're taking a break to
I'm
to
taking a
help us
break
out.
to be here with everybody on Twitch. So I actually enjoy doing the Twitch streams and stuff. It's a nice little break in between clients, and it was actually a slower day today, so I was able to move some things around, and now I only have one client this afternoon, so that's a good thing.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
Then I can get all the rest of my other stuff done, so I'm actually kind of excited about that.
Oh, very
So,
cool. Are you working
yeah.
tomorrow?
No, young nails, yes, I take Fridays off
course.
with clients. So.
Yeah, I guess I should clarify because you're
Yeah,
always
which work am I
Always
doing?
working. Just not that. Yeah, half of it.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I have clients, and then Mondays and Fridays are just young nails, so it works
Gotcha.
out.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. Let's do some shout outs and see if I can butcher some names. Woo! The Lindsay M. cheering 10 bits. Thank you so much. Amy Pond, resubscribing with Prime, has been subscribed for 5 months. She says, good morning. Good morning back to you.
Good morning.
Beachy 100 bits. Holly Max Beauty, resubscribed for 1 month. Tier 1, subscribed for 4 months. I'm going to start reading this like Greg. Just the tips and toes. In for 15.
You guys were picking on him seriously.
Hardcore.
That was yesterday,
Hardcore.
right?
He deserves it. He deserves it. Just the tips and toes. You know what? Actually, just the tips and toes, cheering 15 bits. But if anyone can understand Greg, Karen can understand. She has done many shows with him.
I've seen it.
Yeah, she's seen it. In for 15, exactly. Jay Queen. In for 100, cheering 100 bits. Thank you. Imruz 15, 10 bits. Kwana S. Kiana. Sorry, I said I'm gonna butcher some names. 50 bits. Alanga. Alegna. Bolo. 5 bits. I. This is why I don't speak a second language. I can't even speak my first. Elena Bolo, 5 bits. Melissa Roberto, 9, 10 bits. Serena the Pink, 5 bits. Melissa Roberto back in for 10 bits. Jaya Queen? Mm-hmm. Okay, I got that. 50 bits. Melissa Roberto back in it to win it for 10 bits. I'm waiting for it. Acidicles is resubscribed for a month. You've been subscribed for 15 months. That's insane. Wow. And I would read that, but it's just a bunch of emojis and We got cool, dorky face. We got drooly face, happy face.
They're all Julie's.
Droolies. Okay. W2 Dashers, 300 bits. Melissa Roberto, 10 bits. Nails by Mathilda. Is it Matilda or Mathilda?
I think it's Matilda.
Matilda? Okay. We're going with Matilda unless you correct us. 4 bits. Anti-Dots is it Dots
Dots
nails?
nails, yep.
Okay. 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. 18 Amber, 10 bits. Nail 7, 5 bits. Montana Sugar Nails, 100 bits. Jaya Queen, 1,000 bits. You guys are crazy today. W2 Dasher giving out a community sub. Thank you so much. Melissa Roberto 9, 10 bits. W2 Dasher another 100 bits. Anti-Dots Nails 1,000 bits. Too Precious for You resubscribing with Prime. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice actually today.
I don't know how you don't like run out of breath in all of this. My
I do.
goodness.
When I pass out, you'll know why. Angel Robinson 1 resubscribing with Prime for 2 months. I love you guys and Young Nails products. I'm not a nail tech, but have everything like I have been in business for years. Well, I am so happy that you love the
Maybe
product.
One day. Maybe one day.
I don't know.
You never know.
If you got the salon, you might as well open it, right? W2 Dasher, 50 bits. The Lindsay M giving out 1 community sub. Jaya Queen, 200 bit. Miss Net, 36 bits. Melissa Roberto, 10 bits. 707 Nails, cheering 31 bits. The Lindsay M, 10 bits. Nails 7, 5 bits. We got Karen Sago?
Karen's ego.
Karen's Ego.
That's not me.
That's cute though. I like it.
It is cute. I like that. Yeah.
Resubscribing for 4 months. YN is the highlight of my day. What is wrong with you?
You need to get out more.
What is wrong with any of you that are watching us? I don't understand.
I mean, we appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, but seriously, every day.
That's awesome. Aubrey Level, 100 bits. The Lindsay M, 9 bits. Miss Dead, the Enabler, 10 bits. We got the hype train going at level 3. You guys are amazing. We have a highlighted message by Just the Tips and Toes. Tracy, seriously, how do you get your skin to glow like that? Is there a particular product that you use? I do a lot of stuff to first of all, I use watermelon moisturizer, the glow watermelon moisturizer. I love that stuff. And then there's a new product I've been using that's like it's a cream but also has a highlight to it, and I totally forget the name. If Melissa's watching, she'll know because she's the one that got me hooked.
Of course.
I'll get it for you. I think it's Sai, like SAE or something like that. I like the product because it's kind of like not wearing anything, which I would prefer to do.
Yeah.
But thank you. Does Young Nails have an ambassador mentor in the Nashville Southern area?
Kentucky.
Yeah. I don't any mentors, but maybe ambassadors. Reach out to Kira. Kira at youngnails.com. She handles the ambassador program. She might know someone. If she might be on here. If she is, she'll respond. But I cannot think of anyone right now. Sorry. Let's see. That's great. Don't have a problem unless I get okay. You sound like my husband. He doesn't understand why I'm watching something about nails every day.
I mean, it's good. You learn new things every day, and you never know what you're going to find out about Young Nails.
Yeah, you mean when
Or
we
about
actually
anything
talk about
more.
nails, that we do everything but. Let's see. My internet's down. Aw. The glow is so good. My dog ate their face wash. I got it. Yeah, they have a good line.
That couldn't have been good afterwards.
That's,
Oh, no.
I would just put them outside to see what happened next. Let's see. Where are we at? Kira says we don't have any ambassadors in the Kentucky area. The closest one we have is Florida. Does anyone work in the Nashville area? My daughter goes to school there, and I would like to have her nails done by someone on Young Nails Stream. Oh, that's cool.
You know,
Anybody?
if you don't find anybody in here, I would say post up on the Facebook community. I'm sure you will find somebody, you know, that uses Young Nails products or somebody that you can find. I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, they think it's Sale. Let's hold on. Hold on. Please hold. I'm going to look it up.
All right, just order some for me and send it my way, and you know.
Sale. Is it Sale? I don't think.
No. She goes, oops.
Say. Oh yeah. Yes,
S-A-I-E.
that's it. SAIE. That's the product. Yeah, that's it. I got this like cream. I use their cream, their foundation, and their liquid bronzer, which pretty amazing too. So that's it. Thank you. Denise loves nails. Appreciate it. Karen's Ego. My sister surprised me with the YNE file, and I'm so excited to use it. Now that is a good
nice
sister.
surprise.
You know what? I'm going to call my sister and tell her she sucks. All I got was a hat.
I at least got a text from my sister this morning, so that was cool. But
Where's the e-file, yo? Where's the $400 item? Jeez.
I guess their family doesn't love us.
I guess not. That's amazing. Have you used it yet? Not yet?
Probably not yet.
You got to tell us when you use it and what you think. That's really awesome. Congratulations. Probably should just get going on a glitter mix before I forget, and then we'll see if we got some questions.
Yes, we can. So
Yep.
the first one's for Fire Nails by Jules. And they are requesting, I would like a wedding-inspired glitter mix without blue, please.
Without blue.
Out blue. So no something blue.
No borrow
something
the blue. Okay, and then while we're at it, on YouTube, Mystic Witch Mew, what are your opinions of Gel X nails and the long-term damage they can cause? So we don't have Gel X, but we have a system very similar, well, yeah, that you apply the clear extension on. So Karen's going to give you her opinion. Here you go.
Okay. I'll give you all kinds of opinions, but honestly, with any product, it's not necessarily the product that would do any kind of damage. And we always try to let people know this. It's not the product itself that is going to eat away at the nail. No acrylic, no hard gel, no soft gel is going to eat away or damage the nail. It's how you put the nails on and how you remove them. So, you know, doing something similar to Gel X, you know, like with our fiber gel, if you put that on and then adhere your tips with the fiber gel, that's a great service. Depending on which tips you use and depending on your client, they may need something with a little bit more durability. So you may have to put some product over the surface of that. In one of our recent videos, Greg was doing a demo where he put the fiber gel on the nail to apply the tip and then over the tip to give it a little bit more durability. That's going to be a great service. So it's a quick and easy service to do, but it's still going to have that durability for your clients to wear for a good amount of time. And something like, you know, using the full coverage tips to apply like that, it's going to be, or it can be a little bit more of a temporary set where if you want to take them off, you can clip off the extension, you can clip off the free edge, and don't try to peel off the tip. Use your electric file to file off the rest of the tip that's over that natural nail area. And then if you decide to, you can either file off the rest of the fiber gel or you can soak it off. So doing those things properly is going to give you a really good set. It's going to give you a durable set. But again, it's the removal, it's the application is where any kind of damage could come from. So if you're not doing your proper application and proper removal, you are the one that could be causing the damage, not the product. So, that's my opinion.
I like it. Okay, so that is my opinion too, what she said. There you go. Are we ready?
Yep, here we go. Oh, let's switch over. Sorry. Here we go.
Do do do, a do do do. Chef,
Are we doing the dance?
Tracy, chefing it out.
While I'm at it, making the wedding mix without blue, which is funny because I never put blue in my wedding mixes, and then I almost grabbed a blue Mylar. I think you put it in my head. There is a question.
It's not quite blue. Like it reflects differently. So you could maybe put that in. Anyways, don't add that in. She doesn't want blue.
We do have another question on YouTube, nails by Tati. How would you deal with allergic reactions to products? Also, what to do if it keeps coming back?
Okay, honestly, that is probably one of the most highly questioned things that I get literally on a daily basis. What do I do about allergic reactions? What products have HEMA, what doesn't have HEMA? First of all, it may or may not be the HEMA. So I always say before you do anything, talk to your healthcare provider. Okay. Try, if they can help you figure out exactly what chemical you're allergic to, that's going to be your best start. Now, I know that there's a big process behind that and doing a lot of testing and all that kind of stuff that a lot of people don't want to go through. But personally, I think it's best if you're able to figure out exactly what you're allergic to, find that out. So that way you can find a product that is going to work for you without having to put your skin through more of that reaction. Okay. Because the more products you test and try out, the worse you could actually cause that reaction to be, and worse in the future as well. So, first of all, find out what you're allergic to. But then if you do, if you're not one of those people that is willing to go through all of the testing for that, let the reaction calm down. Don't just try to keep putting more and more stuff on there, because if you already have a reaction, trying to figure out something while it's reacting is not gonna you're not gonna be able to figure it out. So let the reaction calm down, and then maybe do, like, a lot of places will do a patch test for hair color. So they put like a little bit of the hair color, whatever, in your little elbow or on your skin somewhere, and see 24 hours later if you react. So doing something like that with a certain product, but try one thing at a time to see if you react to that. So maybe take, a little dab of monomer, put it on your wrist or something like that. See if that has any kind of a reaction. If not, there's a possibility ooh, that's pretty, that might be an okay product for you. Okay. But yeah, reactions they're a challenging thing, because once you have that reaction, chances are it's not going to ever go away. Your skin, once it becomes sensitive to a chemical, it's always going to be sensitive to a chemical. So trying different things, again, you don't want to be making that worse. So
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of nail techs or people miss, because especially if you have a client that's insisting, right? They're like, I don't want my nails off. I just try something else, and it's like, I'm gonna literally make you allergic to the stuff that you're not allergic to, because your skin is freaking out right now. You can't do that. Give it a break. Heal it completely, and that means no itchy, no like dryness, no open wound, nothing. Like it has completely settled in, and then try again. So
there's something else to go along with this, because allergic reactions, it's a huge challenge for a lot of techs out there. But one of the big things that you want to take into concern is what is making this reaction happen. A lot of clients, they've been having nails done for years and years and years, or even technicians have been having nails done or doing nails for years and years and years, never have any issues. And then one day they just start to get the reaction. Okay. Yeah. Reactions don't necessarily show up immediately. Over time, your body, by being exposed to different chemicals, your body can start to get to the point where it's like, nope, I've had enough. I can't process any more of this. And that's when you start to get the reaction. Yeah. So when you're doing your applications, if you're getting product on the skin, if you're, maybe your product is a little too wet and it's running too much and you're constantly having to clean that product off the skin, that's going to be kind of where the start of your reaction is going to be. Because again, your body can't process.
Bonus points, sorry.
Bonus points. So Tracy got her bonus points, and you can't process a lot of chemicals in your system. So watch your applications to make sure that you're not getting product on the skin.
Exactly. And also what can happen too is, there's things that change, right? We get new medication. Our system gets torn down. That my skin freaked out when I was going through chemo. There's a lot of things that can play into it. Ramon, can you go up on the Twitch one? There was a question.
Oh, I got bonus points too.
Nice. Keep going. Okay. Have you tried to pre-paint full cover tips? The thing is I had to constantly check the length of each one to see if the smile line matched up correctly. It's a little hard, but it's achievable. The fiber gel could help hide that natural nail. I've tried to pre-paint the full cover. The thing is that I had to constantly check the length of each one to see if this one. Okay, so you tried it, but you were having some hard time. You can. What might help is if you pre-mark your French line. So basically, you just go in with dots, white dots, and mark each one ahead, and then you know where to meet up, and then that way you can kind of ahead of time line them up, mark the dots, make sure that they're going to be consistently in the same spot, or just polish them after you have them on. Karen, your thoughts? I'm going to get my coffee.
Okay. Yeah, my thoughts. I know a lot of people like to do kind of a pre-design because sometimes, doing your designs maybe before your client comes in, or if you're doing them on yourself, it's much easier to do your design before you try to put them on, or working with your opposite hand. Yeah, it's a great idea to do your design first and then apply them. Saves you time in the actual process. But yeah, sometimes if you're having to, measure lengths and things like that, that can definitely be a challenge. But I know a lot of people these days are doing a lot more press-on kind of services and things like that, or just applying the full coverage tips. So yeah, it can definitely be a great way of doing it, to do that design first. But like Tracy said, that is I didn't even think about pre-marking them, but yeah, that's a great way of kind of measuring. So you use a little sticky tab or something, set the tip on the nail, or even just hold it with your finger, put a little mark there so that you know exactly where you're putting your smile line, where you're putting your design. And then you can just stick them on the little trainer hand or the little swatch thing, and then just design them there. Yeah, that's great.
Ramon, can you go back up on Twitch? There was a couple more that we missed. Question I had. Oh, before we go on, let's show you the wedding mix. Hopefully you like it. Minus the blue. I like it. And if you're following along, we have emotional standstill. I put a lot of glitter in this. Crystal glitter. Inside voice. Diamond dust. Crushed pearl. Empty apartment. Six figure. Fox. Yeah. Salty sweet. Bumpin'. And wedding rumor. And a chunkier hollow. You could just use hologram. And I don't know why I pulled this out. I don't know what was going on there. I must have just grabbed it by accident, but that's not in it. So those are the colors inside.
You never know. Sometimes you just need a little bit of pink in there. Who knows?
Question. I had a potential client contact me. She wants to start coming to me and request a gel. Okay. She then told me that she is allergic to the primers they use for acrylic. As far as I'm aware, most people use the same product for their acrylic and hard gel service prep. What do I say to her? I don't mind taking her as a client, but I would prefer to not cause a bad reaction for her. She said she had an allergic test done, but couldn't tell me what she believes she's allergic to. Okay, so first of all, a lot of people don't use the same primer for acrylic that they do for gel. A lot of people use a acid primer for acrylic, and will use a non-acid primer that typically comes with gel. Ours is, but we use all the way through. We use a non-acid for both. So it could be an acid primer that she's allergic to, and she does okay with the non-acid primer. But this kind of falls into the line with Karen talking about this would be a patch test kind of situation for sure, I think.
And sometimes too with primers, I've had a lot of clients over the years come in and say, I'm allergic to acrylics. I can't have them done. Can you do gels? I'm like, are you sure you're allergic to acrylics? A lot of times what happens is they're not necessarily, now this client may be a different story because if she's actually gone through the allergy testing and stuff, that may be a different story. Yeah. But a lot of times people aren't necessarily allergic. They're just the primers that they're using. If it is a methacrylic acid primer, then it may just be overused. It may be getting on their skin and causing just kind of some itchiness, or just you can get primer burn. Or also if you use too much of the acid primer on the actual nail and then don't allow it to dry properly and you apply your product over it, that acid primer has nowhere to evaporate to, so it just keeps going deeper into your nail and down into that nail bed, and then you can get primer burn on your nail bed. So if you're using an acid primer, make sure you use it very sparingly. Make sure that it's completely dry, back to that chalky look, before you put any product on.
Yeah, that's the one reason, like, I see so many people and what they're doing to the cuticle, these videos that I'm watching. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And you can see the
talk for hours on
cuticle
that. Get me
start to
started.
get red, and then they oversaturate, and then they'll take their brush, right? And I'm just watching them clean the skin and just put the liquid all, I'm just like,
Honestly, I have a
this-
feeling that that's why there is so much issue with allergic reactions
think
these
so.
days. When you cut
Agree.
that cuticle open, you're totally
exposing.
opening that skin, exposing it to any chemical that you put on, whether it's protein bond, primer, acrylic gel, anything, swipe, anything. Oh my God, sorry. This is where
Oh, you
I
and me could
get-
go on for days for about that,
Oh.
you know. And I know some people do not overdo it,
right.
and I love that.
Yeah.
But
You can-
it's just being taught over and over, and I'm just watching them work this cuticle and then clip the cuticle and just take all the barrier protection off, and then they're being taught to put their acrylic on in a way where they just the brush is just full of liquid, and they're just cleaning that whole cuticle area, or the brush as they apply it is up on top of the skin. You could just see the nail being drenched in liquid, and it's like you're just begging for an allergic reaction at that point.
So please stop. Just
Don't do
please
that.
stop.
Ramon, can you go back up, please? Thank you. Up. Where it
The
was.
other one wasn't a question. The other one that was below it, is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I want
No,
him to address it.
That was not a question.
I know. Shell Nails, it was asking about their
Yeah,
email.
that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
we'll take care of it, Shell. I like to respond,
Oh, okay.
Ramon, because that way everybody else knows we responded to them and don't think we were ignoring the question. So I think Ramon's reaching out to you, Shell's Nails, and getting that worked on for you. Got the ultimate kit. Amazing. We have some highlighted. Thank you, Tracy. The glitter looks beautiful. Much appreciated. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah,
That
I
was
have
for
a
fire
question
nails, right?
For the wedding inspired nails. Is somebody getting married, or are you just
Yeah. You just
who's
wanted
getting
it?
married? And if you're getting married, congratulations. We're happy for you.
Yeah. Let us know. What is it for? Highlighted gloss nails. Hey, Tracy, is the disinfectant you like less harmful to the skin than barbicide? I don't know that it's because once you pull anything out of your disinfectant or your quats, you want to rinse it thoroughly. You want to get rid of any residue, no matter what you're using. I just liked Ultronics because it was gentle on my tools, and if I accidentally forgot them in there for a half an hour, I didn't come back to a rest bucket. So that's why I personally liked it. I liked the smell was nice, but always want to rinse. Correct, Karen?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, talking about allergies and stuff, here's the thing about a disinfectant. The purpose of a disinfectant is to kill germs and bacteria. If you put your hands in there, you've got germs and bacteria on your skin, and that disinfectant is also going to start to damage your skin. So that's where another allergic reaction could come from, or just kind of a reaction. So make sure that you are lifting your tools out. Use your magic wand if you need to. Use that to pull tools out. Do not stick your hands into your disinfectant, and always make sure that you're rinsing your tools before you use them onto skin, because you don't want that.
We've all been there, like, oh. Overexposure.
I've done that. But again, it's that whole overexposure.
Yeah.
One time you're probably not going to have an issue. 2 times you're still probably not going to have an issue. But if you're every day, and I see hairstylists do this with, they have the barbicide jars like that. They just reach right in there and pull all of their stuff out. And again, it makes
Go get her started.
We'll get there.
Ocean's Dream says that she's used primer before. She found protein bond and it does burn. So I actually burnt my arm. I think I still have a little scarring because I spilt primer on my desk. And I thought I had gotten it all up, right? And I was doing nails and I relax my arms on my glass when I'm doing nails. And all of a sudden I'm like, my skin's on fire on this arm. I guess I hadn't cleaned it all up. It burnt the crap out of me. We
I had a friend who spilled it, like it knocked over on her table, it spilled onto her lap. So she just kind of, cleaned it off of her clothes.
Oh,
But
no.
at the end of the day, her skin underneath, she had that rash and everything. So
Oh, that's awful.
Primers,
It's acid. It actually, from my understanding, I never like to talk about factual, but it's actually its purpose is to remove rust from metal. Is the purpose of, from my understanding, of primer. That's never really been intended for the nail industry. We've just used it.
lovely.
Yeah, lovely, right? YouTube, there was a question about the e-file. Can we go back on that one? Thank you. Why does my e-file get stuck in one spot? I can talk. Why does my e-file get stuck in one spot when moving bulk? Makes a divot, then continues to get stuck when passing over. I'm not putting pressure and I keep my hand and file moving. I think you know why, right, Karen?
I
Yeah.
was going to
Got
say,
one.
it's usually either one of two things. It's either your pressure or your speed. Okay. So if you're not using a lot of pressure, that's great. That's the first start. But you probably need to turn your speed up just a little bit. If you're working over acrylic, trying to take down bulk, I'm usually use mine about 14 to 16,000 RPMs. A lot of times people try to use it too slow, and that's when it kind of catches and grabs and it kind of digs down in like that. So
Yeah.
turn your speed up a little bit.
We do this a lot, and I understand it because I was kind of the same mindset when I first started was, oh, I'm scared of the electric file. I'll go slower. And people do this in our 1 week course, and I will literally walk by and turn the dial up, and they're like, oh, and I'm like, just try it, and they're like, oh my god, it's like, yeah, it's working. That's what it. So turn it up. Also, bits don't last forever, and the problem is bits don't look dull. So it may be if you are running at the right speed, and let's say I wasn't having this problem before, and now I'm having the problem. It's probably time to change out your bits.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And that's a good thing to touch on too, is making sure that you are changing your bits out on a regular basis. But you will start to notice if your clients start telling you they're feeling heat, you're probably putting too much pressure on.
Or this, you start doing this a lot.
Too. Yeah.
I'll start
You're just
shaking my
trying
hand out and like, why? Because you're putting more pressure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can
So-
downgrade them. I changed my bits out probably once a week or once every 2 weeks, especially for my acrylic. But I just downgraded. I would just, okay, now I'm going to use it for gel because gel is like butter, right? So it's not like you can't keep using it. But ultimately, even if I spent $20 a week on my X-Cut or course safety bit, it was well worth it because I went at least $20 faster and not have any wrist problems. But yeah.
But again, think about long term. I was just going through one of our videos about, long term careers and necessary tools and things like that.
Yep.
You are going to be better off in the long run if you replace your bits on a regular basis rather than trying to use that pressure and having those sore hands. 20 years later, I wish I had paid attention to the things that I knew now. So those of
many
you just
things.
starting out, listen to what we're saying, do the things that we're trying to tell you to do.
The cute desk versus the desk that fits the right chair. Yeah, like I wish I would have done that way earlier.
That was the video that I was going through, and it's so true. You
Yeah.
think when you're a young nail tech, and even some days as an older nail tech, I'm like, it's fine. I can do this for 20 minutes. No, don't. Get the good table that's comfortable. Get the good chair that's comfortable for you. Get the everything that's right for you. Because what's right for you may not be right for somebody else. So
I've talked about this. One of the girls, she was like almost 6 foot. She spent like $500 on this chair. She's like, oh, sit in it. It's so comfortable. It was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever felt in my life. But I'm 5'3" and a quarter.
you got to
Very
have that
important.
quarter.
Quarter is very important to me, and it just didn't fit me at all. So yeah, you got to get it right for you. Let's move on to the next mix, and then I'm going to ask that question to Karen on that's on YouTube. What do we got?
So the next mix is
Bonus points.
The next mix is for ECW Nails,
Uh-huh.
and they are requesting Fall Vibe with some iridescent.
Ooh, I like it. Okay.
I'm so excited for fall.
I
so
know.
excited.
I am ready. So I got to tell the story. I was shopping at this boutique, right? And they had these cutest, like, they were flannels, and they were like bleached at the bottom and kind of faded up, but they were like $75, and I'm like,
You bought 'em.
Tipsy Tracy would buy that in a heartbeat, but Tracy has not had no drink, so this is sober
left the
Tracy.
store- Tracy left the store, went and had a cocktail, and came back.
Typically Tracy would do that, but Stan was with her. So so I actually went to the thrift store, and I was at the thrift store, and I found some flannels, and I bleached them myself. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
I want to see these. You got to either
I
wear
don't know
them
if they're
tomorrow.
any good,
bring
but
them in.
I was like, this is fun. But I can't wait to wear them. And it's been 100 and what, like, how hot has it been here?
It's like 105.
105. Like,
Oh, jeez.
got all these fall clothing, and I can't do nothing with it. Anyway, okay, so the question, while I get to the fall mix, did they say if they want micro, chunky, didn't matter?
No.
Okay. Esther on YouTube, thank you, but you have different kits. Which one is good for beginners?
Okay, so we're talking. All right, so the acrylic kits, I'm assuming.
I'm
Sorry.
thinking the acrylic kits.
Okay, so we have 3 different acrylic kits. We have the core kit, speed kit, and the ultimate kit. Okay, and if you want a list of all of the products, it is there on the website, so you can see exactly what comes in each of those kits. But the main difference in the kit is going to be the only difference in the kit is going to be the powders. So in the core kit, that has our slower setting powders. In the speed kit, it has our faster setting powders. In the ultimate kit, it has a variety. So I think it's got the speed clear. It's got some of our cover powders, which are more of a medium kind of a set. And then I believe it's got a couple of the slick pour colors, which are a glitter color or a glitter powders. And those can be a little bit more of a medium set as well. So it really, whether you're a beginner or an advanced, it depends on how you work. So if you feel like you need a little bit more time to work with your product, then I would recommend going with a slower setting, which is the core. If even as a beginner, if you feel like you work faster, go with the speed. If you like a more medium set, go with maybe the ultimate, because that's going to give you those the cover colors. So it really just depends. You got to choose and figure out what's good for you. I will say, if you are just learning how to pick up your product, definitely the core might be a better option for you. Now, as you progress and you get faster and faster with your application, you can either go from the core and then just jump right to the speed. Otherwise, what a lot of people like to do is mix about half and half. So mix, say, your core clear with your speed clear, and then you will have a little bit more of that kind of a more medium set. But again, it really depends on how you work. The core in ideal temperatures, about 70 to 75 degrees, I believe, is our ideal temperature. You have about 1.5 minutes of working time. So as you're applying your product, you've got 1.5 minutes to kind of move that product until it stops moving and you can't move it around anymore. With the speed products, you have about 1 minute of working time. Now, with that said, again, temperature is going to make that fluctuate a little bit more. If you're using your products a little wetter, they're going to set a little slower. If you're using them a little drier, they're going to set a little faster. So a lot of things kind of come into play when you're working with acrylics, but that was a long roundabout story as to if you're starting out, core may be a good option for you, but if you feel like you work faster, the speed or even the ultimate kit would be good.
You never know. Awesome. What she said. Princess Peak, I spilt cheap monomer 2 weeks ago and had to call 911. It got in my sinus cavity, and half my face looked like a baseball was under my cheek into my neck. Oh my gosh. I threw it all out and splurged on Young Nails monomer. I haven't had any such issues. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Oh, I've never heard of any kind of a reaction like that. That's
scary.
But-
Did it spill on you, or?
in their nasal cavity. Is that?
Oh, that's
Oh.
awful. It must. Oh, yeah. You
hope
had
you
late
really
monomer
better.
going on.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Joe for chess. Joe for chess.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
You're so much help, Ramon. It's Ramon's fault if I did it wrong. Blame it on Ramon. See, I sang for you guys. There you go. I have a question. Does the swipe help the pH balance of your nails? I'm pretty sure it does, but I'm not 100% sure. Am I right?
Yes, that is the exact reason to use swipe versus just a straight alcohol, because your nails are naturally slightly acidic, and when you're applying product, you need a more base pH to the nail surface for that product to adhere well. So swipe is going to, first of all, remove all the germs, contaminants, dust, all that stuff, and it's going to kind of level out that pH so that your product adheres well. When you're using just like straight alcohol, that doesn't necessarily adjust the pH properly to what your nails need to be, and it can also leave kind of just a residue.
Like little buffers almost. I call them buffers, but like little oils. Because it's not meant to cleanse a nail plate properly. Yeah. Awesome. Let's get
ready?
started on this, and then we'll read the highlight.
Cool. Here we go.
Do do do, a do do do. Chef Tracy, Tracy chefing it out.
Okay, I'm over that song, by the way. Can we move on?
No.
Can we just... Okay, what do you ladies think of pricing for freestyle? I notice a ton of girls do cheaper pricing for freestyles. What?
No, I would charge double for free.
Oh my gosh. Would you ladies rather just ask your client what their budget is and figure something out instead of having a set price for a freestyle?
You know, honestly,
I'm gonna let you
for
answer
me
that.
personally, that is what I actually do. I ask my clients if they come in and they show me this elaborate picture of all these different nails and whatever. I'm like, okay, what is your budget today? Because this is going to cost you $500 if you want me to do this today. Because I don't like to do hand painted. That's not my style. That's
no.
where I excel. So I'm going to charge an arm and a leg for it to make it worth it. But no, you want to make sure that they are staying within their budget, because you don't want to get to the end of the service and they're expecting $40 service, and you're like, okay, it's going to be $200, and they're like, I'm not paying $200. So it's very important to communicate with your clients about what is their budget and what service can you offer them within their budget. Okay, so maybe they're able to spend an extra $50 on art for today. Okay, who knows? Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But if you talk to them and find out, yes, I'm able to spend $50, okay, then we can do this many nails in a freestyle design, or this many nails with, rhinestones, or whatever it is that you're using. So definitely talk to them about their budget. Communication is everything. Make sure that you're both on the same page. But then, I know a lot of techs that do a freestyle, artist choice kind of a nail, and you set a price on that, and then you choose what you want to do, but your client has to be okay with whatever you do, because that's what they're paying you for. They're not paying you to do what they want. They're paying you to do what you want. So
yeah, I totally, and some people do charge enough for their freestyle. Like they have an idea of what that design's going to be and how long it's going to take them, and or they have preset designs and they have pricing accordingly. But the problem with freestyling and not having a price in mind is typically you will underprice it, because you don't want to have that awkward conversation that you just talked about, Karen, of, oh man, I got a little crazy, oops, and that took me a long time. I really should be charging them this, but I don't want to tell them that price because they might not be able to pay it, So take the awkward conversations out. Have your pricing set.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah, that's starting to look like some fall leaves.
I'm liking it. Let's see, I feel like I need some glimmer of something. Hi, Fit Nails by D. Hi, Tracy Karen. What's the best way to do maintenance on fibergel extension? Would we have to file off each time? No. Karen, take it away.
No, because Tracy said no. No, it depends on what you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to just keep growing that natural nail out, you can definitely shorten up the extension. You can shorten up that full coverage tip, file down the back like you would do a regular fill, and you can definitely fill in the back. Now, as that nail keeps growing out, It depends on what you want it to look like. Do you want that clear extension all the way through? And if so, then you're going to have to clip off the extension and reapply, another full coverage. But yeah, you can definitely just keep filling them as they grow out and have that natural nail grow out. Yeah.
Depends, kind of like regular nails, right? Depends what you're doing.
Yeah. Most services out there don't need to be redone every time. A lot of these different things that are coming out on the market now, people are like, well, I have to take them off and redo them. No, you don't. Things can be filled. Gel polish can be filled. I used to have a client many years ago when I was living in Vegas. She did beige 102 every single time. Literally every single time, beige 102. And so I would never completely remove everything. I would file down a little bit of the surface, put a little bit more of my manicure base kind of to even out the back of it, and then do 2 more coats of the beige 102, send her out the door. So
That's a huge one, actually. I don't think a lot of people realize you can fill gel polish, and you totally can. It's not cheating.
well, it's like if your product is adhered to the nail well, there's no reason to have to remove it. It's on there. It's not going anywhere. Leave it. Let it be.
That'd be the Lindsay M. Any talk of launching a different Synergy gel colors? Pretty please with cherry on top. I don't know. I may have some.
What colors do you want? That's the question.
Yeah, what colors? Make sure I'm on the right track. Let's see if we got like this. Oh yeah. See, so guys, oddly enough, I put all cash offer in with it. And can you see the difference it made of the glow? It like made everything just like really, really pop.
That's kind of the deceiving thing about a lot of the Mylars is they don't always show the color. Like, so that one looks green in the jar. It doesn't always show that green. It's going to show a little bit more of that kind of gold reflection. So look at how it reflects. Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly it. And yeah, and that's I think when I first started working with my even glitters, like Funkadelic or black, black. Jet black. I'm like, oh, if I put Funkadelic in it, it's just gonna glow a pretty black. No, it glows purple. Like you have to look for those undertones of what it actually is gonna reflect. Can we have a t-shirt that says because Tracy said so?
I think we need one.
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. I don't know about. I don't think Ramon's approving that one.
Sorry.
I like it. I hope you like it. And there's just to go through what we have in here for anyone that's paying attention. We have bronze, personal fiction, bonus pretty, camp sofa, awesome sauce. We have not that one. We have Shroomers. Target acquired.
I don't know why, but I love the name Shroomers.
Isn't it cute? And then this bronzy gold. It's kind of like a larger golden orange that I put in there too, that we have not launched yet. Hope you like it.
Love it.
Let's see. Thank you. If the client's nail is burning after applying powder, what is the name of a solution that I can use to stop the burn?
Trace, I don't know if there's a solution to stop it, but I'll tell you what's happening.
Yeah.
A lot of times, okay, so let's go back. Nails 101. With every chemical reaction, you're going to have heat. That's just part of the process. So when you are doing gels and you put it under the light, you turn the light on, and that's what starts the process, the chemical process. That's why you get that instant heat spike, because it's just initially starting that chemical reaction. With acrylic, you tend to get a slower set, so you don't necessarily feel that instant heat spike right away. It will gradually get warm. Most of the time, it's not enough warmth or heat to really realize it. But sometimes if you're using too much liquid with your ratio, it can actually make that heat more prevalent. Now, if your client has more damaged nails, or if they're a little bit more sensitive, if it's certain times of the month, their nails are going to be a little more sensitive. I know it's weird, but it happens.
I had one that I refused to work on during that time of month.
Yeah.
Bonus points. Sorry.
Oh, me too. Thank you.
Yep.
But yeah, so adjusting the ratio of your product, you may need to dry your product out just a little bit, or let it kind of set, like Greg does. He shows in a lot of his videos. He'll actually pick up his product, count to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put it on, so that kind of it dissipates a little bit, and then you don't get that heat spike. But as for something to put on there, I feel like I've heard people say they use alcohol, but
Yeah.
I don't like that. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I think that's what I actually, in the past, before I started using Young Nails, I think I used to do that, but I'm not sure how wise that also is to
Right.
introduce another chemical with the chemical reaction. So,
Right.
yeah,
I mean, it'll dissipate within a couple of seconds. It's not going to continue to burn. It's just that chemical reaction, all of the little molecules bonding together and coming together like this. So they just start to get a little crazy and they get all hot and bothered, and then they come together and then they calm down. So,
Jorge was trying to kill me.
uh-oh.
He's knocking lights into me.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's a, and also if you're working in sun or anything like that, that can also cause it to heat up. So don't do that. Let's see. I thought I saw something maybe above, or maybe not. Maybe not. Tracy, oh, okay. Tracy, do you have a general idea of when Melissa's nail tutorial video that was already recorded will be aired? Have been holding off on my nails for this video. Actually, I think Jorge could probably answer that one, Shell's nails.
Which one is it? The Mission Control?
Yeah.
Is it
I think we
'Cause I
had
think
it
that one's
on.
coming out next week.
Next week?
Yeah, next week.
is that right?
Mhm.
What is it on?
I believe it's on it's a design that Melissa made with Mission Control, and Victoria's actually working on it. Oh, she did like a winter and fall inspired color with Mission Control from
Oh,
like the new the Mission Control colors that were launched a
I
while
think
ago.
it was kind of like that turquoise stone kind of, the blue.
Oh,
I thought we already
no.
released that one. No.
No. That one's coming out.
Oh, I released micro on it, but I.
Oh no! That's the turquoise one.
Yeah, the turquoise one.
Oh, that came out already.
Okay, so does she have another one?
Yeah, so she has two more. One
Okay.
Mission Control and another stone one's coming out next month.
I don't mind us. There's so many videos in the pipeline. It just depends where they're putting it. But next week or next month? Did you say?
Next month.
Next month.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, we'll get it together. Go up, Ramon.
No, we won't.
That was a roundabout way. Yes, the shirt fit okay, and I am going to wear it. I just have to have the right time for it. But yes, I am going to wear it. So thank you, Boho Bells. I love that. What a glitter dealer. That was funny. First one's free. First one's free. And that literally is what I did when I got my clients hooked on, you have to be a drug dealer. You have to give them the first one free, and then you charge them for the rest. Once you hook them, they get hooked and addicted, and then you charge. Let's see. Next one, Ramon?
Yes, next one. So the next one's for Ash's Nails.
Uh-huh.
And they are requesting soft beige base with soft pink opal and no big chunks. Thanks, kind of a wedding glitter.
Soft beige
And
with
soft
pink?
opal.
Soft pink opal.
No chunks. It's kind of a wedding glitter.
Got it. I'm putting these two colors out. I'm not using that. Don't worry. Just to remind me of what colors I'm going for. Okay, cool. Kate, YouTube, my question is, what am I doing wrong after applying first and second coat gel polish cured, top coat cured? I've noticed the whole polish comes off I think maybe through the top. Oh, no, comes off, though the top is dry, but the underneath is still wet.
Okay, great question. This happens quite a bit. It could be one of two things. There's always options. It's always one of two things. So it's either that you're applying your product too thick and the light can't penetrate all the way through. So it may cure on the first layer, and that's, your first layer is thick enough or thin enough. But then when you add another coat on top of that, the light can't get all the way through from the top and the bottom to cure it all the way through. So it may cure just the surface and then it's still kind of wet underneath. So that's when it'll kind of wrinkle or pull away. So if you're noticing that, you pull that top layer off and it's still, that base layer is still there and it's still intact, that could be part of what's going on. The other reason is if your light is not curing all the way through. So if your light is getting old, if you're using your light, we always recommend about a year to a year and a half. If you're using your light regularly on a kind of a daily basis, replace your light, because the light or the curing power can actually diminish even though the light itself will still come on. So if the light itself is wearing out, it may only have enough power to cure kind of the surface of that nail, but it may not have enough power to get all the way through all of the layers. So either check your application, thin out your application. So as you're putting on your color, just brush thin coats. 2 thin coats is going to give you full coverage. So you don't have to apply very thick. Otherwise, if you thin out your coats and you're still having issues, it could be that your light is just not curing. Now, kind of another way to kind of determine which one it is, if your product is curing, like if it's only on certain colors that it's not curing all the way through, it could be, sorry, I have a sneeze coming in. So it may be that it's just that your light is wearing out. So on darker colors, it can't get through. If it's on all of your colors, it may be, sorry, I said that reverse. If it's all of your colors, it could be that your light is not curing all the way through. But if it's just your darker colors, it may be that it's just too thick for the light to get all the way through. Did that make sense, or did I just confuse everybody?
Made sense to me.
Okay, good. Good.
All right. Ready?
Let's go.
Do, a do. Chef Tracy, chefing it out.
Let's see. The sale ended yesterday. Am I right? Someone asked. I just want to make sure. Yes, it ended at 11:59 last night. I hope you guys got some great deals. I know the warehouse is not happy with me. I blamed it on Ramon though. So apparently launching 117 glitters that none of them are familiar with can cause problems. But they're doing great. They're working hard. They're working, man. They're working hard. So I shout out to the team out there. It's hot. Like I said, it's 105. And there's no air conditioning in our warehouses because we live in Southern California. Why do we need air conditioning? So they are, yeah, bless them. They're
Thank you
cranky.
to the warehouse. Thank you. If you guys ordered, be patient. It's on its way.
Yeah. The operations manager, Eddie, he's been out there. He's killing it, and I'm just hoping he doesn't have a nervous breakdown on us. This is like one of the first large sales he's kind of been through with us. So yeah, it's a lot. Let's see. Karen's ego. I just opened my e-file and have no idea how to take off the bit piece it comes with. I've unlocked the hand piece and it won't release. This is common. This is so common.
Very common. The thing is, you think you unlocked it, but you need to go just a little bit farther.
Can we get Karen on? Do you have an e-file, Karen?
You know what? I still have my YN99, so I can still show you on that. But okay, so when you open, let me see if I can see them. Okay, so this one doesn't have the arrows on it, but on our newer e-files, it has 2 little arrows that will line up and point together right there. So when it's closed and locked, those should be perfectly lined up. Now, when you open it, you're going to feel it kind of initially kind of click open, but then you're going to turn it. And a lot of times what people do is they don't turn it far enough. They only turn it till they feel a little bit of resistance. But what you need to do is turn it a little farther and you'll hear a click. Okay. People are afraid that they're going to break it.
That's it. Yeah. They stop. They're like, oh no. Yeah.
No, turn it until it clicks and then you'll see the top part will open up and you'll be able to take that out. So, but hang on to it. Once you do take that, I call it a dummy bit. I don't know what they're really called, but when you take that dummy bit out, hang on to it And that way you always have something to put back into your handpiece. So when you have your handpiece just sitting at your station, you always have something in it. So that way I have one of our really old rubber mandrels that I don't use anymore because I lost my dummy bit. So always keep something in there so that you're not getting dust down into that handpiece. That's going to help your handpiece clean.
Lose that piece immediately. I
Mhm.
always lose it. Yeah,
Mhm.
I have to do the same thing. I just keep a little bit.
It's so skinny. There's nothing on there to really grab onto. It rolls off my table. I don't know where they end up, but or just use, mark one of your old bits as your storage bit or whatever. But always keep something in there.
I actually have our bit electric file too. Now that I'm sitting here
Okay.
watching you struggle with the other. So here's the lines that she's talking about. I need to clean this. You have your arrows. It's going to automatically want to stop there. See? And we're going to go until it clicks. So you grab the base, twist the this part until you hear it all the way. Let us know. Let us know.
And don't feel bad. It's a very common thing that people
Oh,
every day we get messages. Why doesn't my e-file open?
In
It's
fact, when I
crazy.
first
Yeah.
started here, I think it was when I first started here, we would get returns and they'd be like, "Can you test these machines out?" I'm like, "There's nothing wrong with this machine." And they're like, "Oh," I'm like, "You got to start asking people if it." Yeah, you got to start asking when they say they can't get the bit out if they're clicking it all the way. I think we even did a little video that they could send the customers. Let's see. Salsa Kitty DC. How much space is acceptable to leave on the sides of the nail? I feel like my gel polish pools on the sides, but I'm afraid to wipe it for fear that it might not look like I fully polished. Thoughts or concerns, Karen?
Yes, I have thoughts and concerns. No, just thoughts today, not concerns. When you're gel polishing, it's hard to give you like an exact measurement as to how much space to leave, but you want to get basically as close to the sides and the cuticle as you can without touching the skin. And if you do touch the skin, use an orange wood stick or a cleanup brush. I use a little makeup, like a little lipstick brush dipped in a little bit of acetone. If I'm using regular polish, I don't dip it in acetone for gel polish because the acetone can actually just kind of smear your gel polish rather than clean it off. But clean it off the sides and then cure it. But yeah, as close as you can get to the sides and the cuticle without touching. Other than that, I don't have a better a better description or measurement.
I wish you guys could see the pink. You can't really see it. It's really pretty. Good call. I'm gonna just add a little salty sweet to it and call it a day. I really like this. This is a great mix. I spent over $1,000 for the sale. Oh my gosh, you went off. Let's see. W2 Dasher, will you be releasing the 1 ounce glitter jars for sale as empty jars? Yes, just not right now. And the reason being is we had no idea, and Ramon can testify to this, that Habib was going to go glitter crazy on us. It's pretty much all he thinks about or talks about. And so we have more jars coming, but I don't have enough jars to do the release and then also sell them individually. So as soon as we build our stock up, then, which will probably be next month, then we will be able to sell them individually. We haven't decided what that pack looks like because we typically sell them in packs. But yeah, it's coming. When this is a question for Ramonski. Miss Deb the Enabler. When will the new fiber colors be listed on the site separately? I don't know if you guys know this, but Ramon is the one that actually has to. It's crazy, actually. When we do a 30% off site, at 11:59, he has to shut that sale off. Now, it's not just a button you push. He has to go through everything, correct, Ramon?
Yeah, a lot of the stuff, especially the new stuff.
Yeah, and do it one by one. Same thing when he uploads the sale. It's not just a button. So, Ramonski, as far as the additionals, because I know you're probably up till 1 or 2 this morning turning off the sale.
Yes, I'm a little tired.
Yeah, I bet. Thoughts on when we'll be able to get the individuals up?
It's going to be a couple of days or a few days. Maybe, yeah. It's coming. I'm working on it.
Yeah, he's working on it. So it's
no later than Monday for sure.
yeah. But
I know we've had a lot of people asking if they're going to be the fiber gel is going to be available individual, and so yeah, they are.
bonus points. Let's see. Did you get bonus points, Karen?
No. Oh wait, now I did. There we go.
Let's see if I can
Yay.
show the pink. Because the pink in this is so pretty. Can we get the camera on, Linsky? Not really seeing it, but there's a really nice light pink to it. I'm becoming more of a pink person. I've realized this. It's really weird because I have always been I have hated pink. And I find that I'm buying more and more pink items. And I have.
Yeah, I don't know what it is because I've been the same. I used to wear black on my nails all the time. Like black was my go-to, and now I'm starting to get like a lot more pinks and purples. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just what's happening in the world these days. I don't know.
Out as in available. Yes.
No. Sorry, they're talking about the aprons. The aprons are out completely. They're
Sold out.
discontinued. They're
Sold
completely
out.
gone.
Yeah.
Yes, they're
we
all
got
gone.
we got new designs coming now.
Yes.
We like to change things up around here. I can never figure out why all of a sudden something new appears. Even things should be on sale isn't listed till way later, if it's even in the cart. Typically, everything's listed by the time the sale launches. But when you're releasing 117 glitters and a bunch of new items on top of it, there was a few things that were missed. And what we did is we just took half of Ramon's paycheck for it.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Yeah. By the way, so for new items, it always goes into the sale tab. So if you want to look for new items during sales, it always goes under a sale tab.
Yeah, that even Greg will text us about that one. I can't find the such and such, and it's like, did you look under the sale tab, because that's where it's launched at. So
Even I always look in the sale on the sale tab first just to see. I'm like, did I miss anything?
yeah. So here you go. Sorry, my arm hurts. I went for a ride last night, and I don't know, like my new bike, the clutch and the brake are really, really stiff compared to my last bike, and it's like all through here hurts trying to.
Good workout. What'd you say? How many calories do you burn going for a ride?
They said it's like 600 calories per hour.
Well, see, you get your calories burned and your arms, and so there you go.
Yeah.
Don't need to go to the gym.
Don't need to work out. Let's see. What was that? Number 2, number 3?
That was number 3.
Let's go ahead and get number 4, and then we'll keep moving.
Cool. Number 4 is for W2 Dasher.
Oh, nice.
They are requesting rose gold for glitter fades.
Rose gold for glitter fades. Got it. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Karen. Oh, here. Karen Tracy. I have hard gels and base gels from a different brand. It lifts no matter what I do. Then I switched to YN and started using manicure gel polishes and fiber gel, and what a difference. All of it bonds to my nails with no issues, and I love it. I would like to throw the former gels in the trash and buy YN hard gels and give them a go. Would you suggest I try hard gel or just stick with fiber gel? By the way, I have healthy nails.
Okay, let me. I'm finding it on my screen. Let me reread this really quick.
While you reread, Ramon, can you repeat what it was? I'm sorry.
The inspiration?
Yeah.
It is rose gold for glitter fades.
Jeez, my mind went nothing. There was nothing there, like completely gone. Yeah, so basically they're wanting to know if they should go for hard gels or just go ahead and stick to fiber gel, I guess.
You know what? Honestly, if I would say stick with whatever's working well for you. So if you're using the fiber gel and you're not having any issues, stick with it. There's no need to go to hard gel. Now, if you're wanting to build out the nail and build an extension, or if your nails are starting to get really long, then you might want to switch over to the hard gel to give that nail a little bit more durability. I still haven't, and Tracy, I'm not sure if you have yet either, but I still haven't sculpted out a longer nail with the fiber gel, so I'm not sure how well that would hold. So I would say at this point, again, if you're not having any issues with lifting, separation, chipping, anything, stick with the fiber gel. If it's working for you, stick with it. But if you're wanting to go longer, if you're wanting to build out, sculpt, use over a tip, then I would definitely go with the hard gel. Sculpting or the synergy gels are a hard gel. They're still flexible, but they're going to be able to give you more of that length and durability, whereas with the fiber gel, They're a soft gel, so they have a lot more flexibility. They're designed to kind of bend and move with that natural nail. So you're not going to necessarily get, and again, we haven't tested it, but not necessarily get that strength when you're trying to build an extension. And I haven't tried building too much of an arch with the fiber gel yet. It's pretty self-leveling, so I would feel like it'd be more prone to running as you're trying to build up an arch. So again, if you're trying to build an extension, switch to Synergy. If you're doing good just on a natural nail, stick with fiber gel. I think that answered it.
I like it.
Okay.
Hey Karen, I commented on your post about glitter where I needed to get a new storage for more glitters. Can you show us your setup for all your glitters? Oh, nice.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, kind of. I'm actually over Labor Day weekend when everybody else was out, doing whatever they were doing. I was in my Salon condensing products, so I would have more space. So I actually took a bunch of my colored or my glitter acrylic mixes, and I have a bunch of like half jars. So I mixed all of those together. So if you're struggling with space, that might be something that you'd want to do. Just combine a bunch of things, make your own little garbage pile collection. So that way you're not taking up space on your shelves with half jars. And I actually had some jars that there was like very little actually in the jars. So just combine them, and then that's going to get rid of some of the space. But for my other glitters and stuff, I just have the clear racks. I had gotten the racks from Gemini Cosmetics. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that you could still get them from them. Otherwise, my other rack up top here is, which way are we going? That was just an Amazon purchase. Those racks, don't mind my old bottles of Manicure. But those racks, the metal ones, the wire ones, those actually fit the 1 ounce jars. So all of your new glitters, those actually would fit on those. So that's part of my setup. I can flip around here and show you the other part of my setup too, maybe.
Been looking for racks, right? Because of the 117 new glitters, and I did find a polish rack from Amazon that's for double wide, which I think will fit the glitters well. I think I saved it. I text myself stuff like that. Let me see if I did.
I do that too. But yeah, the black ones behind me here, those, I'm pretty sure those were Amazon, and they fit the 1 ounce glitters.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, if you're shopping for racks and stuff, just make sure to, look at the measurements, and make sure that your jars will fit. Sorry, I hope I didn't make everybody dizzy with moving my camera.
We're good. Maybe? No, I don't think I did save it. I'm done. Let's do the glitter mix. Yeah, it's you start getting all that stuff, and you want it out because it's so pretty. Like, yeah.
Well, that's my problem is I have to have everything out. I mean, I have some stuff in my drawers, and I go in my drawers every once in a while. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had this, and then I don't use it. So I have to have everything out where I can see it. And then that way my clients can see it too. So that way they're like, oh, well, that must be new. I want that. So yeah, it's hard to find space, but condense, combine old jars if you can, condense things if you can.
And if you haven't used it, do you really need it?
Well,
I know, but if you need more space for more stuff. Okay, let's do this glitter mix.
Here we go.
Do, a do. Chef, Tracy, chefing it out.
When are the 117 glitter out, and is it one complete kit? No, they're all individual, and
They're live now.
They're live now, so
Yep.
you're good to go. They're just not on sale anymore.
Yep.
Fortunately, those were released individually, so that makes it much easier for Ramon. If it was a kit, it would take some time because then he has to upload each one individually. Placed my first order at Young Nails UK today. Can't wait to try the products. Distinctive Nails is amazing. Steve and his team are awesome. You're gonna love them. Let's see. I think there was a question up for Munsky, maybe. Oh, and I did see Crystal Glitterbug telling someone that they could call for their hand bit to get clean. Yeah, give us a call. Let's that one up a little bit more. I think for anyone to answer, if someone has acrylic on long natural nails and wants to change to gel, how do we switch? File, soak, just file, vice versa, gel to acrylic without cutting down off the natural nail.
There's options, so it kind of depends. If you want to transition slowly, you can fill your acrylic nails with the gel, and gel will bond to acrylic just fine. So you don't necessarily have to take it all off and start all over. So you could just start at your next appointment, fill in with the gel. Okay. If you want to completely switch over and go right into gel, then me personally, I would clip off the free edge, unless she's one of those people that has to have her natural nail. But I personally would clip off the free edge, file down the majority of the acrylic from over the nail body area, and then resculpt out the set with gel. Now, again, you don't have to completely remove all of that acrylic. Again, the gel is going to bond to it. So if you leave a thin layer of the acrylic on that natural nail, that's going to be totally fine too. Okay. If you are somebody who is more prone to soaking and you want to soak off the acrylic, you can do that as well. But again, I would still go through and thin it out with my e-file, use either a safety bit or the X-Cut. Thin it out. That way you're not going to be soaking for as long. I feel like the more you soak, the drier the nails are going to get, and the less, how do I say it? The less the product is going to want to adhere. So product is going to adhere best to a healthy, hydrated, flexible nail. And if you start to remove all of the oils and things completely from the nail, which acetone can kind of do, then it's going to kind of interfere with your application sometimes. So I would just file down your acrylic. If if you're going that route, file down the majority of it, leave a little bit on there, and then just go ahead and resculpt.
I like it. We also had a request on how you clean the e-file and bits.
How you clean your e-file? I mean, at the end of my service, I use a hot towel on my clients just to wipe off all the dust and everything, so I don't have to send them over to the sink because that takes time and effort. And so I use a hot towel to clean off my clients, and then I just use that hot towel to wipe down my whole e-file, just to get all the dust, clean the handpiece off, wipe the cord off, just wipe everything off. And then I use the Barbicide the Barbicide disinfectant wipes, and I use that to wipe off the hand piece because in my
wipes. I love that they've come out with those.
But make sure that you're using gloves when you're using the wipes, because you don't want that disinfectant on your hand. Okay. But yeah, I use the disinfectant wipes to wipe down my hand piece, wipe down the whole surface of my e-file. And that works really well for me because, like I was saying, my state, you have to wipe down and disinfect everything, the handpiece, the cord, the power cord, like literally everything. So that's what I do to keep mine clean. To keep your bits clean, you're going to soak them in disinfectant and stuff just like you would any of your other metal tools. But you want to make sure that you're cleaning them out really well before you're soaking them in disinfectant. So Tracy, she uses her pink eraser technique, just kind of run the bit through that. And a lot of times that'll kind of break out the product that's stuck in there. If that's not working for you, I just put them into just a little bit of acetone, just for like 30 seconds to a minute or so. And then I have it's a little wire brush. I think we used to sell these a long, long time ago. And that really helps to scrub out that product out of there. If you don't have one of those, just soak it for a little bit longer in the acetone and use your manicure brush to kind of scrub that out. After the acetone, I wash with soap and water just to kind of get that acetone residue off, and then disinfect just like you would any of your other metal tools. Soak in your disinfectant for 10 minutes, take them out and rinse them like we already talked about earlier. But yeah, and then just store them. I just store them in one of those little, the glass dishes that we had a while back.
Oh, the little iridescent ones, or?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have those back. Those are back.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. Those are
I need another.
They're back. You're good. You're good to go.
So you guys, that's what store them, just, store them in a covered container. I just keep them right there. Ooh, bonus points. I just keep them right there in the little container on my table, so that way I'm not digging around for bits whenever I need them.
Okay, sweet. Here's your rose gold. So I know you wanted them for ombre, so I kept it pretty, just a little medium chunk in there. It washes out on the camera, but this is really pretty. And what we did is, because we have a lot of the brighter pinks, right? We want to go more of the rose gold, a little even more toned down than this. We used all these, but then, and do not disappoint, we also used, and Target acquired, and or else. But we needed to bring these tones down, right? Because I wanted more of a light rose gold color. So what we did to accomplish that is we brought in Salty Sweet, $10, 10 times $, and Numero Uno and Sakura Storm to tone it down and give us more of that lighter color. So if you're working with a bright, and you need to bring it down, especially these two, like a really, really fine glitter micro and Salty Sweet is going to tone it down for you. So that is that. And that's the last one. Let's see what we got for.
That was 4 already?
I know, it went fast. Let's see. Any questions? Let's see. We're going up. We're scrolling up. We're getting nauseous. I thought I saw something.
I did too. I lost it.
Karen, you taught me so much at OWC. You're such a great teacher.
I'm happy to help you.
She is amazing. Tried the manicure top coat the first time over my dip powder. Scroll down, and it's amazing. The shine is insane and looks like glass. Awesome. I'm glad you liked it. Oh, okay, here we go. What am I doing wrong? Mixed my chunky glitter into gel and applied. Looked great. Someone's here. Removal with a core safety bit, but took, hi Young. Okay, let me start over. I lost my spot. What am I doing wrong? Mixed my chunky glitter into gel and applied. Looked great. Removal with the core safety bit, but took an hour long. So hour to remove? Oh, or removal. Are you talking about like the pieces sticking up and after you're finished filing, or actual removal of the product? Can you let us know, Marcy, down below what you're referring to so we can get you the right answer? Oh, I can sit. Oh, hold it. No, let's mix the. I'm gonna shut this door. Actually, hold on.
I have a feeling that she meant that, like, she was trying to remove the glitter to change out the product, or change out.
We have removal of product.
Removal of product.
Okay. So the only reason that I would think that maybe it was taking that long, especially in gel, is that maybe your bit was dull. Because.
Were you using a bit? Oh, she did say that, right? She used a course. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, that might be. Or are you used to removing with the e-file? Maybe just a little bit of fear with it could be. And were you removing everything, like clipping on? Did you clip off the free edge to save yourself time, or were you just completely taking it down? What are your thoughts, Karen?
Well, yeah, if she was just trying to remove from the whole entire nail, that's probably going to take you longer. If you're going to change out a design like that, I would just clip off the free edge, file, use your coarse safety bit or the X-cut, take down that product, but take down the glitter over that over the nail body area, and then just resculpt. It's going to be a lot less work for you in the long run. I know a lot of times people think it's more work to resculpt, but it's actually not. It's just much easier. So if that was the case, maybe.
Crystal Glitterbug, I just remember Teresa and Jen are the new names. That's right.
I forgot about that. Is it Teresa?
Teresa and your Jen. I think
Teresa.
that's how it works.
Okay. All right.
Not afraid. Good. Awesome. I clipped and tried to remove down the base, but it seems to take forever to get through all the gel and glitter.
I'm guessing it was a dull bit then.
Yeah, because it can take you forever if your bit is not. It should just literally glide through it, and that's what you're looking for. So a new course safety bit probably would do the trick, and then again, watch your RPMs.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I want to mix something else in it. I'm just mixing your guys' garbage pile with everything that's up here. I had some garbage piles going on. Let's see. Highlighted message. I have the old YN nail drill. I recently started making noise that doesn't sound right. I think there's dust in there, but don't know how to open it up to see. Any recommendations, or should I have saved for a newer? Do not open it.
Don't open it. Don't open it.
You ever see one of those cans you open and the worms go? That's your electric file. A lot of components and bearings and two little balls that if you lose, you're never going to find. Give us a call, and we could probably, if it's our older one, I think we have someone we send you to get it maintained, to see what's wrong with it, see if it can be fixed.
Yeah, I made the mistake of quite a while opening mine up. So I was like, I'm a nail tech. I got this. I know my pieces and parts. No, I opened it up, and the two little bearings came out. I knew that they were there, so I was careful. But they started rolling all over my table, and I almost lost them several times. One ended up under my pedicure station. I had to move everything around. And then trying to put them back in.
Yes.
Because they have to sit like right in this little ridge. Otherwise, your handpiece isn't going to tighten correctly. So, yes.
There's a certain type of grease you have to use that's very thick that holds the balls.
Oh, well, that would have been a good thing to have on hand.
Yeah, because I used to work on the old electric files. So it's like, you learn that really quick.
Let somebody else take care of that knows what they're doing.
It's our garbage pile.
Oh, well, now that looked totally different. What did you add?
I just, because this was so many different randoms, I just added the do not disappoint, just to overtake it.
Yeah, that turned out pretty. I like that.
But see, guys, sometimes we do make mixes. I never throw mixes away. There are mixes that I make and I'm not a fan of. Or garbage pile, there's so many different things going on, they're not connecting. Like, just pour a little bit in a different dish and overtake it with something else. Like, you can always fix it. Don't throw it away. Okay, I'm gonna sit. Let's sit. Let's see. Is there a guide somewhere of how long you make the smile on a nail compared to the rest of the nail? I like shorter active nails and realize I don't leave enough room for my smile line. I usually follow the natural nail personally. That seems to be the better spot to start on short nails. Now, that being said, when it becomes extreme long nails, first of all, I don't care for a French on an extreme long nail. But you're not going to put the smile line where the free edge starts, because if you have a stiletto, it's going to look really funky. You're going to have way more white than you do pink, so you have to actually push it up. But for the shorter nails, I've always just kind of used their natural nail as the guide. I mean, their natural nail free edge isn't always perfect where it starts. You adjust it, but that usually gave me a good indication of where to start.
Yeah, something to kind of keep in mind, though, too, because I do the same thing. On a shorter nail, I just tend to go with what their natural smile line is. But I go back just a tiny little bit farther than right. Sorry, guys, I'm going to lose my voice today, I guess. Go back a little bit farther than right where their natural line is, because a couple of different things. If you go right on their line and you're using either like the speed pink or a translucent color over the nail body area, it's going to kind of magnify it, and you're going to see that smile line. Also, in a week or so, it's going to grow out and you're going to see their smile line underneath too. So I push it back just a little bit farther so that they've got kind of room to grow.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, just right behind that natural nail is a good place to start. Let's see. I think wearing my last glitter mix. It's autumn one. Nice. What time is it? I do have some meetings. It's 10:13. Oh, where did this time go? How long have we been on, Ramon?
For about an hour and 30.
Hour and 30.
Hour and 30.
Guys, we're gonna have to take off. Karen, thank you so much. No. Sorry.
Oh, raffle.
Yeah, someone's all be like the garbage. Yes, sorry, almost forgot. Here is your garbage pile, guys. Let's show you. There it is. That's what you're trying to get. Guys, if you're on YouTube, join the dark side. Come over to Twitch. That's where you can get gain points. You have a chance to win the raffle for our garbage pile, which is just a nice way of saying all the excess glitter we used today. And this is where it's going to happen. Ramon, whenever you're ready, let us know.
Yep. All right, guys. So if you're in YouTube, make sure to come over. It only works on Twitch. And for those guys, for all of those that are on Twitch, here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. The raffle has begun. So go ahead and type in exclamation raffle.
I got to do it
Exclamation raffle, the same way you see it on the screen.
Karen, you got to join.
If you don't type it that way,
Okay, cool.
it won't work. So you got to type an exclamation raffle, and I will do the same.
Yep. And then we also enter, not because we want to take it away from you,
Well,
but
I do.
I do.
Ramon actually does.
Yeah, I really want that glitter.
You know
I
what?
don't know
If
for
you
but I
win the
do.
glitter, I'm throwing it in your face.
Perfect, let's do it.
Awesome. I hope
We
Ramon
will
wins.
do this on stream.
But what we do, if we just happen to be the ones that win, we actually do another raffle, but there's a $50
Yes.
gift
Yes.
card that goes with it.
Yep.
So you really want us to win.
I do. I cross my fingers every time. And sometimes, like, if I'm not actually on the stream, I kind of jump in and out. And I'm always there trying at the end. And I'm like, okay, I got to enter in because maybe they'll pull my name and somebody will get the extra $50 too. So
Yeah, it's a win-win. I don't know. I must have pushed my mic button in the chat. And whatever I've been saying for the last, 5 minutes has been typing out. Good thing I didn't push send.
maybe if somebody needs what do they call it when the closed captioning? You need closed captioning.
There you
on
go.
our
There you go.
today. There you go.
But exclamation raffle, we'll give it another minute so everybody gets in there, and hopefully
Anybody that's watching on YouTube, or if you're watching this stream as the recorded version of it, please do not text us at the community !point raffle.
Oh.
That is not how you enter. I've had a bunch of people lately messaging, text messaging us, and I want you to be entered in the raffle, but that's not how you do it. So you gotta
do it the right way. That would happen a lot on IG too. We'll just like, what is this? I don't know what.
on Twitch.
Got a highlighted message, exclamation raffle. Guys, don't forget also, I think, Ramon, what is it, the 21st?
21st, yes.
Is the
Glitterthon.
next Glitterthon. I don't know what we're planning because Habib has not let us in on that, so I'm just mixing to see what happens.
I want to see this whole tortilla challenge.
Are you going to join?
Absolutely not. But I want
I think we're making a new one. It's called the Glitter Challenge.
the glitter challenge.
You'll find out what it is later.
I'm scared now. This worries me. I don't like
Glitter Challenge.
I don't like plans. I don't like plans I don't know about. Okay, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wind it down. Give it a few more seconds, and then is this raffle international? Yes, it is. So make sure you join because we will ship this glitter anywhere and everywhere for you.
And remember, for anybody that's watching the recording, do not send in the exclamation raffle to the Twitch or to the texting line or anything else. It's only for Twitch, guys. It's only for Twitch.
Only here.
live.
Live. It
If
happens
it's not
now.
live, it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
And if anyone reaches out to you that's not through
Us.
our direct messages or any form, we will never ask you for your social security, your
No.
credit card,
No.
shipping, any of that.
Well,
so
shipping address, yes.
unless you'd like to give me all that, then
But it has to be from our exclusive partner Twitch channel.
yeah. Well, but we will. But typically, what we need is your name, your address, and your phone number. Highlighted message: wondering if Habib will wear a special outfit for Glitterthon like Tracy did,
You'll have to
Interesting.
stay tuned.
or maybe Tracy has another something planned.
Tracy,
You'll have to
okay,
stay
where
tuned.
did you get that? Did you? I'm assuming you had it done specially, but where did you have that?
We found it
outfit?
off of TikTok. It was just a TikTok advertisement, and they're like you know how they do the sponsored ads, and some girl did it of her boyfriend's face, and it was like, oh my gosh, we got to do that.
That was fantastic. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with next.
What was hilarious about it to me was Greg did not notice, and I just thought, wow, he just really was like, oh.
Well, if you watch the stream back, he goes, "Wow, that's awesome," and then he comes back and goes, "I never saw this,"
I never saw.
but he actually acknowledged that he did.
But oh, good. Okay, let's end this.
All right, here we go. We're about to close the entries in 3, 2, and 1. Entries are closed, guys. So please do not type in exclamation raffle anymore. Here we go, and the winner is
Dun, 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 dun. Blondie. Blondie. Congratulations. Here you go. Congratulations to you. I'm glad. I think this is a first time winner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very awesome. They will whisper you,
Yep.
right? And get your information so we
Whispering
can get
them
that
right
sent out
now.
to you today. Guys, I appreciate everything and everyone that has joined us. And Karen, thank you for taking time out and joining us and taking Habib's place. Apparently, he's finishing in Ramon's song. Any bets as to whether he did?
Yeah. I say yes, of course. The man of his word. Yes, 100%.
I'll bet you
1000%.
lunch.
You'll bet me lunch?
Uh-huh.
Okay, but you have to give me a specific time.
Now.
No,
he
not
was taking
now.
this time.
Yeah,
Bonus
today.
point.
He said today.
No, he said this time he was taking to finish your
I
song.
know, but he also has
See,
other
he's
meetings
backtracking.
and stuff. I mean, come on.
That's off. That's off. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Karen. When's the next time? Monday.
Monday, yes.
We'll see you Monday. I think we have Discord tomorrow. If you guys can join us, it's usually around 9.
Ish.
9-ish. Thank you so much, and bye.
Lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. Lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin, The basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. The lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. Lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin.